Hello guys, this is the Crispy Tiger here to talk about movies, video games, and anything at the media at the moment today. And as of today, E3 finally ended. This has been a long video coming. I'm a day late, but yes, we do have to talk about E3. So much happened, and there's a lot of games to get to it. So let's start with Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm not a fan of Assassin's Creed. I don't know why. I've have the games, or Assassin's Creed 1 anyways, on PC, and I just never really enjoyed them as much as everyone else. I don't have a big connection to it, but this game looks incredible. So I can't wait to see what happens next. The Arkham games. It's good. Again, this is a game that I never really got as attached to as everyone else, but this actually looks like a system seller to me. Arkham Knight is coming out, and it looks good. Battlefield Hardline. It looks stupid, to be honest. I don't know what they're thinking when they came up with this idea. It doesn't look as good as Payday 2. Honestly, this would work better if Call of Duty did it. Battlefield Hardline looks horrible. Bayonetta 2. I would never think Nintendo would ever commission this or actually put this on a Wii U exclusive. It looks fantastic, but it also doesn't look like it's in necessarily my ballpark. Bloodborne. I wish there was more information for this. It just looks like werewolves and Dark Souls made a baby. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It looks like a new Call of Duty game. All I can really say is that the graphics look better, but otherwise, I just wish there were more meat to it and more changes really made. Nothing really that popped out to me. Criterion Games is making a new game, and really, it's too early to say something, but it does look creative, and that's why I really wanted to talk about it. Hopefully there will be some of the same great gameplay that was always in the games. Dance Central, the first time I played it, it was atrocious due to the Kinect, and I hope that it changes with the new Kinect. Dawngate, not too much information about it, but it is a MOBA, and I would say look out for it. Dead Island 2, this is like, I don't know why they make the best trailers, and this is finally, they have the tone correct. If they improve on the gameplay enough, it will be awesome, and I'm so happy for it. Destiny, this is where I have a confession to make. Halo 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, and Destiny is not doing it for me, and I don't know what it is. Destiny, there's just, I think, like, when Bungie said that they were going to get away from the Halo trilogy, I was expecting that they were going to do something more different, and it just looks too familiar. I wanted them to do something more, and I'm just kind of disappointed with Destiny. Crackdown. Actually, funny story about Crackdown. I actually bought this for $1.99 a very long time ago. It was one of the best purchases I ever made. It was super, super cheap, yet it was such a fun game. And then my mom made me return it because she thought it was Grand Theft Auto with cops and she didn't understand. But from what I played of it, it was a great game. And if this continues in vain, hopefully it will do what Crackdown 2 didn't. So look out for Crackdown. Dragon Age. Never played a Dragon Age game ever. I plan to not make that same mistake this year and get Dragon Age Inquisition on my computer. Hopefully it works, and yeah, this looks excellent. Evolve. I'm a huge Left 4 Dead fan. I don't know if you know this, but I genuinely really love Left 4 Dead. This looks very the same and yet very different, and I like what they're doing with this. I would also keep an eye for it. Let's talk about Lionhead for a second. I love Lionhead, and the fact that they keep churning out Fable is kind of sad. This is a company that's known for doing so many new IPs, and I wish they would return back to it. Fable Legends looks meh. Fantasia is one of my favorite movies of all time. Don't know how I would feel about a video game coming out for it, but yeah, that's happening, and hopefully it's good. I wish the developers best of luck. Far Cry 4. Never played Far Cry 3. But I do recognize the Far Cry formula, and this looks kind of formulaic to be honest, but it does still look good, and graphically it's beautiful. FIFA, it's a FIFA game. I really don't know what to say about this one. Forza Horizon looks interesting. Need more information to come out of it. Hopefully there will be more to it. Grim Fandango, you could not be throwing more money away by only putting it on PlayStation. Sadly, we're not getting a PC release, and that's just disgusting. I'm kind of upset that they only put this on PlayStation. What can we do about it? Halo 5 Guardians, huge Halo fan, not necessarily looking forward to it. just hope that the gameplay is more refined. Heard really bad things about Halo 4, didn't get it. But if I get good press for it, hopefully I'll go get Halo 5. The one that I am excited for Halo released news is the Halo Master Chief Collection. The fact of the matter is that they're putting all 4 games on the Xbox One. That could sell the system, and it does honestly like make me want to buy an Xbox One. I don't know how it will be for you guys, and I'd love to hear your opinion in the comments. Hockey. It's a hockey game. I like the new hockey game looks boring by EA, and honestly, all of EA Sports games look pretty boring to me. Hyrule Warriors looks awesome. I never actually played the Dynasty Warrior games. Jim Sterling, I think I've made a video on my channel about him. He loves the Dynasty Warriors games, and honestly, I can see why. It looks big and adventurous and very interesting, and the fact that they're playing it to Zelda looks great. Infamous First Light. Why would I want to play as Fetch? I don't get that. Fetch is she's a psychopath, to be frank. I don't want to play as her before being, fixed. Inside. This looks interesting. This is probably like my favorite announcement that was released at E3, because Limbo is such an atmospheric and great game, and Inside looks like it's continuing that, except this time we don't have just black and white. So yeah, I'm really excited for Inside. Just Dance. I'll say the same thing I said about the other dancing game up above. It doesn't work on Kinect. If the Kinect has those improvements, because I haven't used Xbox One's Kinect yet, this would be good. Otherwise, skip it. Kirby, haven't played a Kirby game yet. Once I finally get the money to buy a Nintendo console, I will change that. Same applies to Zelda, but I'm very excited, and I do love the Legend of Zelda series, just on someone from the outside perspective. The Legend of Zelda series has always been interesting, and I actually played the original one on the NES, so this one will be absolutely excellent. Little Big Planet 3. I love that this exists. Like, I am happy that somewhere someone made this cute, beautiful game for the PlayStation 3, and I don't necessarily say I'll play it, but it looks great. Madden 15. The Madden games has a special place in my heart, because not only do I not necessarily love football, but I love football games, like Blitz. I played this a lot with my dad, and yeah, I hope it's good. Mario Maker. I don't know about any kid that was really clamoring for this, and I don't understand the positive hype for it. It just seems like a crazy game to announce, or a crazy thing to want, but whatever, it exists. Mass Effect 4. Oh god, BioWare, please don't screw this up. You'll have it where I'm the only one who likes it, and then everyone's just clowning on me for actually liking it. Please don't do this to me once again. Metal Gear Solid 5. Yeah, I've said some things about Metal Gear Solid on my channel, and it was necessarily the fact that they don't necessarily handle serious topics great. If this game is good and it does hold this tone that it has well, I will revert what I said about it, because, yeah, this game looks excellent. If it doesn't do it, that's fine, whatever. The gameplay looks great, the graphics look great, and the story looks great. Mirror's Edge 2. Really wish there was more info about it. Mirror's Edge 2 is just a game that's not necessarily grabbing me. It looks kind of combat focused, which is strange because I only heard things about Mirror's Edge combat being bad. However, they do say that will be changed, and yeah, I wish them the best of luck. Mortal Kombat X, on the other hand, looks absolutely excellent. The graphics are absolutely beautiful, and the gore is awesome. I like that there's so many new characters and that they're all creative and inventive. So, yeah, Mortal Kombat X for the win. No Man's Sky, yeah. Really, this game is one of those type of games where I recognize that everyone else, this is a game for them, but it's not a game necessarily for me. I really wish that I did like it, but I just don't. I don't get it. Ori and the Blind Forest. This is second place to Inside. I know, yeah, I'm an indie hippie, whatever you want to say about it. But this game just looks excellent, and it looks like it's using a very great engine. So, for the win. Does anyone actually play golf games? I'm just asking. Phantom Dust. I've been really looking forward to them bringing all these Xbox games back from the dead, and there's a lot of Xbox games that I wish I could play, but I just haven't, like Panzer Dragon Orda. I screwed that up. Or Jet Set Radio Future. Just a bunch of Xbox games that I wish I played, and this being a cult classic, I can't wait to play this. Honestly, I know nothing about this, so this would be really awesome to play. Again, I have another story to tell. Rainbow Six is the first game I have ever played. I played this when I was like 3 years old. God, I haven't played Rainbow Six in a very, very long time. And I genuinely I have a special place in my heart for the Rainbow Six franchise. I only hope that this looks good, and it looks like we do need Rainbow Six as a shooter in this video game industry, because honestly, Rainbow Six is unique compared to everyone else. Everyone else is doing something that Rainbow Six just isn't, and I'm so excited for Rainbow Six Siege. Lara Croft never played a Tomb Raider game, and that is so disappointing because this game looks incredible. Yeah, I'll have to get Tomb Raider on the Xbox 360, and then eventually get a new gen console for this. Shape Up. What? This game is just so weird, not in the sense of that it looks weird, but just that it was announced that someone thought that there was going to be a fitness game and it was going to be for Kinect. I don't know about that. Splatoon. This game looks incredible, I have to be honest. The concept is interesting. The gameplay looks absolutely awesome. It looks like what Pikmin was for the GameCube, except if Pikmin was a shooter. And it has a very Nintendo charm to it. So yes, Splatoon looks awesome. Battlefront, I played this game more than any other game I have ever played, and it is something that really genuinely defined my childhood. Battlefront, I really hope the DICE doesn't mess this up. I want this to be Battlefield 3 as opposed to Battlefield 4. Let's hope that Battlefront is a very good game. Please, DICE, don't screw this up. Sunset Overdrive, awesome, awesome game. This is the game that sold the Xbox One for me, that makes me want to get an Xbox One. It has colorful environments, awesome voice acting, by the way, great and interesting characters, and just fun gameplay. Looks great from Insomniac Games. Super Smash Bros. Is a game that I don't necessarily have very close ties to it because I didn't own a Nintendo console as a kid. But with that said, Super Smash Bros. Just looks awesome. However, I don't think there needs to be much said about it. I kind of wish that there was less hype for it. Not hype for it, but just less said about it. Because honestly, you know what Smash Bros. Is. So, let's talk about the crew. It looks boring. It just looks like a stereotypical racing game with social features. And honestly, why would I want a racing game with social features? I don't get it. Uh, The Division. Yeah, certainly looks better than the crew, but it looks like I have pretty much the same problem. I don't really necessarily. It's like adding social features to The Last of Us, and I really don't want social features to The Last of Us. Don't necessarily get it. Wish that there were social features added for different things like The Sims 4 or something that would fit it. The Order 1886 looks meh. It has an interesting concept now that they revealed the werewolves, because that made it look so much 1,000 times more interesting, but it still looks just like a graphical showcase, so wish there was more to it. The Sims 4. I played The Sims a lot as a kid, and I really did love The Sims. So The Sims 4 looks absolutely awesome to me. Wish that there was more of a graphical update to it now that we're in another generation. It still looks too similar to The Sims 3, but so far it looks like they're in the right direction for it. The Witcher 3. Haven't played The Witcher 2. Heard horrible things about The Witcher 2 gameplay, so I kind of avoided it. But then there's so many things said about it. Like, there's so much critical praise. However, no one that I know has said its gameplay was good, so I've stayed away from it. But now I think that's going to change. It looks like what Mass Effect 2 was to Mass Effect 1, and its gameplay looks much better. UFC. Yeah. I love UFC Undisputed. I played a lot of that as a kid. And this new UFC game, It looks it looks awesome. Hopefully they'll simplify the combat because I know that the gameplay was way overcomplicated. But yeah, looking forward to it. Uncharted 4. I didn't own a PlayStation 3 this last generation, so I missed out on the entire Uncharted trilogy. Hopefully I will get back to that once I get a PlayStation 3. Valiant Hearts is probably the most interesting game of all the games that I've mentioned because it takes place in World War One, and there's not many games that take place in World War One, but it has this very don't starve aesthetic, and it looks good. I hope that it has a very emotional story, and that it takes risks. Yoshi's Yarn. It's weird that I decided to end my E3 video on this, but that's what I decided to end my E3 video on. We're ending it on Yoshi's Yarn, and it looks absolutely excellent. However, uh, just it's a strange thing to be there. Either way, if you guys liked this E3 video and you guys agree with me, tell me about your games, tell me about what you guys thought happened at E3, and tell me about your opinion. I'd love to hear it in the comments, and thank you guys for watching. This is the Crispy Tiger, and goodbye.